Hi there, I'm Wild Humphrey, the Fact Master. I'll tell you all the things you never knew you didn't know, and probably a few things that you already do. Now, Henry II was a famous English king who was born on the 5th of March 1133. He was actually born in Le Mans in France. He came to England when he knew he was going to ascend to the throne. But before he did that, he married Eleanor of Aquitaine on the 18th of May 1152. And what they did, these two, they were like the celebrity couple of their time. The posh and becks of the 12th century, if you will. He was a future king of England, and Eleanor was the richest woman in France. But these two were madly in love. She actually divorced the King of France so she could marry Henry. And the two of them started off with wedded bliss. She was by his side at his coronation on the 19th of December 1154. And things were going great. Their sons famously became Richard the Lionheart and King John. Richard the Lionheart, of course, barely in this country, always away on some crusade or other. In fact, he actually got kidnapped once and was held to ransom in Austria. And England had to raise money and pay a king's ransom. And it was his brother John who sorted all that out for him. Now, all was going well, but then after a while, this wedding, this marriage made in heaven, started to fall apart. Because once they'd had children, Henry and his wife started to argue and they fell out big time. So much so that Henry II locked his wife up in the Tower of London for over 17 years. His sons couldn't stand him. Although the people of the country adored Henry II, his family, no way. And it was actually, he was in France in 1189 on the 6th of July when he died. And at that time, he was in battle against his own son, Richard. Now, Richard was made up with this because it meant he became the King of England he'd always wanted to be. And Richard was never here. He lived until 1199 when he died on the 6th of April after being hit with an arrow from a crossbow. That meant King John ascended to the throne. Now, King John has never had a good reputation as king, but a couple of things he did, John. He was born on Christmas Eve, King John. What he did, he made the city, he made Liverpool a borough in 1207. And he actually designed the first 7 streets of Liverpool, so they say. And there's no reason to doubt that. And they're still there today, right in the heart of the city. And King John also famously signed the Magna Carta in the fields of Runnymede in 1215 on June 15th. But a year later, King John was gone. And Henry II, the first Plantagenet king, and there were 14 Plantagenet kings altogether, and they're the longest serving dynasty in British history. All started with Henry II. He was followed by Richard the Lionheart, then King John, then Henry III, then Edward I, Edward II and Edward III, then Richard II, Henry IV and Henry V, then Henry VI, Edward IV, Edward V, and finally Richard III. And it was Richard III that lost this dynasty when he was defeated in battle at the Battle of Bosworth, 22nd of August 1485. But the Plantagenets all started by Henry II. And as king, he changed their country forever. And that is a fact. Thanks very much for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be back with loads more, and everything I tell you is from up there. That's a fact. Take it easy.